The stock market just hit record lows for 2022 as the Dow has officially entered into a bear market. But the good news is that the crypto market has not been following stocks as much as they used to. We're starting to see the correlation between Bitcoin and the stock market break away as Bitcoin has reclaimed $20,000 per coin. So today's video, I want to talk about a few things going on in stock market as well as crypto that we need to be aware of because there is some good news if you're a crypto investor. So starting off with the S&P 500 and the stock market. Right now, we've seen that the S&P 500 has officially had its new lowest close for 2022. It's had its lowest close since 2020, actually. And this is because we're continuing to see a lot of fear in the market as the Federal Reserve continues to say that they're going to raise interest rates as much as they need to get inflation back down to 2%. So that is why we're seeing so much fear in global financial markets, is because of the Federal Reserve and Jerome Powell having no signs of slowing down anytime soon in terms of rate hikes. In addition to that, we've seen the Dow officially enter its first bear market since March of 2020 as we had a close where the Dow was down 20% from yearly highs. So things are not looking too good there. But the good news is for crypto and crypto investors, because we have seen that Bitcoin has seen a pretty big spike over the last 24 hours as it has reclaimed $20,000 per coin. And we're potentially seeing our first green September since 2016. So when looking at the charts right here, we can see that Bitcoin has usually had a pretty red September. September is historically a red month. You can see almost all months since the inception of Bitcoin have been red in the month of September. But this time, we are seeing that we could potentially have a green month for September, as long as we see Bitcoin close above $20,000 per coin. And this is a very good sign because while we've seen a lot of bearish news, a lot of fear in the market, now we're finally starting to see things flip. And we're starting to see it flip with a bit of volume because over the last 24 hours, like I said, we've seen Bitcoin rise pretty substantially, and we have seen a lot of volume behind that. We've started to see that bit of a squeeze higher. So that is good news for Bitcoin. And I want to quickly interrupt today's video to bring you a word from our channel partner, Fairdesk. Fairdesk is one of our longest term sponsors on the channel, and they are a cryptocurrency exchange that offers up to 125x leverage. This is the platform where I have currently been doing a lot of my leverage trading as of recently because they have a very simple and easy to use platform that really provides investors with access to the global crypto markets. Some of the features that I personally enjoy and use the most on Fairdesk are three things. First is that they have a simple mobile app with great charting features if you like technical analysis. The second is that they also offer leverage trading on dozens of the top trading cryptocurrencies. And the third is that they have easy access to short or long any of your favorite cryptos. If you sign up for Fairdesk today using the link in the description, you can get up to a $600 bonus when you deposit $100 or more. So if you're interested in trading crypto specifically with leverage, I definitely think you should check out Fairdesk. Remember, leverage trading is high risk, high reward, but I think this platform is definitely worth checking out. Anyways, let's get back to the program. In addition to this, when we're looking at institutions, much of the same. We're seeing that institutions had been betting against Bitcoin for the last 7 weeks or so. And they had been continuing to pour more and more money into Bitcoin short positions. But now, for the first time in over 7 weeks, we've seen institutions actually take money out of these Bitcoin short positions. This is according to a report from CoinShares. We look at this quite often. You can see that there was about $2.6 million of inflows into Bitcoin, about $7 million of inflows into Ethereum, 1.8 million into multi-asset. But the key thing here is that short Bitcoin had seen consistent inflows. We had seen that institutions had been continually betting against Bitcoin for the last 7 weeks, but now they're finally starting to take money out of that and put it into different positions. So that is a pretty big change in sentiment for crypto that we had not seen in over 2 months now. So that's a good sign, and that coupled with Bitcoin rallying back over $20,000 per coin, those two things make me more bullish on crypto than I was just a couple weeks ago. Next thing I want to go over is some pretty shocking news with Terra Luna's founder, Do Kwon. So Do Kwon had officially been put on the red list for Interpol, basically saying that if he was in any country around the world, if local authorities found him, that they need to arrest him and bring him back so he could essentially be served, any sort of papers be actually with law enforcement. And what we could see is that Interpol has officially issued this red notice, but Do Kwon came out and says that he's not hiding at all. So all these new reports have been coming out saying that Interpol put him on the red list, that he was hiding, no one could find him, but he came out and tweeted just yesterday that I'm writing code in my living room. How about you? He said he's making zero effort to hide. He goes on walks to the mall. Man, no effort to hide at all. But this seems a little unusual because if you're being put on Interpol's red notice, this red list, you're obviously not cooperating with law enforcement as much as you say you are, because if you were, they wouldn't have to do this. You could just be prosecuted in your country and there wouldn't be any issues. But South Korean prosecutors have said that they haven't really heard from him. They haven't been communicating with him, and he hasn't been cooperating as much as he should be. Because if he was, this red notice would never have happened. He would have never been put on this list. Last thing I want to go over is with Robinhood. Robinhood has officially launched their Web3 wallet, and it's still in beta, but now over 10,000 customers can now use Robinhood's Web 3.0 wallet. And the interesting thing about this is that it's for Polygon instead of Ethereum. They chose Polygon, they said, because it has lower fees, more scalable, and its speeds for transactions are faster than that of Ethereum. So for that reason, they said they have picked Polygon over Ethereum, but in the future, they have plans of launching multi-chain support, making it so you could have Ethereum, potentially Solana, Binance Smart Chain, Polygon, and all these other chains. But they're starting off with Ethereum because of scalability, speed, low network fees, and robust developer activity. So this is a bit of a surprise, but we have seen Polygon Matic respond very positively to this news as its price has been continuing to increase over the last 24 hours. But right now, things are looking a lot better if you're a crypto investor. The key things that I really am focused on right now is that Bitcoin has reclaimed $20,000 per coin, and it is green for the month of September, which we have not seen at all. The other key thing is that Bitcoin has broken away from this strong correlation to the stock market. We had seen it very highly correlated to the stock market over the last few months, but the last few days we've started to see this correlation start to drop, not as correlated as it used to be. So I'd like to see this continue over the coming weeks, because remember, this is only 2 days, only 2 data points, but it's a good sign, something nice to see after months and months of fear and uncertainty and simply just negative news and bearishness in the crypto market. But I hope you enjoyed today's video. Let me know your thoughts on the overall market, if you're bullish, if you're bearish, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. See ya.